And I remember getting a call from the person who ran our HR at the time. And I remember just saying, like, I know, like, he wants to fire me. And obviously she said, yeah. And then, and I remember just like crying my eyes out. And actually at the time, the person from Estee Lauder Companies who was on the M&A team, who's based in New York, he was in London at the time. And I went to meet him. And I remember just saying, like, I'm scared because I don't know what's happening. And this is someone who's just entirely changed. And I don't know what to do to help him. And I remember then, you know, the confusion of someone's now acting, it doesn't matter what agreements are in place, this is now someone acting irrationally. But we've got to act in a certain way because it's someone who is so unpredictable in the way. And again, I think at this point I hadn't really realised how bad things were going to be. And, you know, part of you thinks like, maybe it is me, like, maybe I'm not the right person to be there anymore. And maybe for whatever reason, like, he thinks I don't believe in the vision or things have just changed. My husband, who's like the most supportive person in the world, but also very calm, takes such a like relaxed approach to anything. Like nothing is a problem to him in his world in a very positive way. He like booked us a holiday. He was like, let's just get away. And like, you know, it's been like a very hard month. Right now, Brendan like doesn't want you. We can't change that. So let's just focus on just like taking a moment just to kind of reflect. And obviously I'd always wanted children. We'd been married for a few years at this time. I'd never wanted them whilst I was in like the busyness of deciem because I wanted the time to enjoy being, you know, a mum of young children. So we were like, let's try and have a baby. So I got pregnant in the March. And
a month later.
Yeah. And but then at that point things were spiraling with Brendan and, you know, abusive emails were being sent, targeting everyone. He was firing so many people within the business, firing people and copying the whole company in, copying retailers in, press in. And it became clear like things were really unwell. And I remember, I think being about 6 weeks pregnant and I was being targeted on like some of these emails. And I remember thinking, if I tell him I'm pregnant, because I know he's so kind, that maybe he'll like leave me alone or it might like impact something. And then he announced it on Instagram when I was like 6 weeks pregnant. And something like that happens. You know someone's not rational. Like, no good human being does that to someone. And then it became really hard because I was still in this situation of loving him so much, wanting to help him, feeling just not knowing what to do. Also having like the company and like having everyone still coming to me asking me like, what should we do? Because you've got someone saying things that make no sense and being, you know, he was just very, very unwell. So I was still trying to like help people in the background, keep things going with the business. Obviously, you know, trying to be in the early stages of pregnancy, which now obviously the whole world knew. And it was just really, really hard.